here we are, back in the bilge with our generator dilemma. So we have the part on order, the voltage regulator for this Kohler. Hopefully that's it. But what I want to also check are the brushes for the rotor, which are back in there behind the raw water pump. I want to make sure those brushes are okay. I ordered new brushes also, and I've read that arcing at the brushes could be a cause for the voltage regulator going bad that's inside here. So I want to check those brushes and ensure that that's not a problem. I don't know if you can see that, but I need to get in here. I don't have a whole lot of space between the house battery and here. I need to disconnect the hoses. If it's around this way, that's better. Need to disconnect the two hoses. That's the raw water pump right there. This round circular plate comes off with two bolts, one down there, one down there. And that plate comes off with the pump attached. And hopefully I could get it out of this square hole so I could get access to the brushes behind that round plate and see what they look like. Okay, we got the two hoses off. Now to work on those bolts that have never been taken off. The brushes behind there are supposed to be good for between 1,000 and 1,500 hours. And we have just over 1,000 hours on our generator. Okay, we got those bolts off. They should. We got these two. Should pop right off. Or not. It doesn't come right off. So I'll have to play with that a little. Maybe tap it with a rubber mallet. Okay, we got the plate off. There's our impeller. There's the nut that connects the impeller to the drive shaft. And here's the inner workings. And look at that. We have the yellow rubber bushing coupler that we installed last time, and there's the old one hanging down underneath, which broke off. So we replaced it just without taking this plate off. So at least we could get that out of there. And there's the bushings or brushes up on top. So I did a lot of talking about these brushes. I never really told what they're for. So this here, this round piece here spins, and it's got two rings. There we go. So you see those two rings, there's brushes that ride on those rings as the rotor spins, and voltage is applied to the brushes that excite the stator and generate electricity in a nutshell. So those brushes need to be checked, make sure everything's looking good. Nothing is disconnected, burnt. I got to check all those connections right there. Okay, we cleaned off the rotor, the rag. Wish I could see this a little bit better, but I checked the rotor windings to make sure nothing shorted to ground. They look good. It's not open, it's not grounded to itself or shorted to itself. So now I got to try to get these brushes off, see what they look like. Okay, so we got the brushes held back with a pin, and honestly they look in really good shape. I'm just going to clean off the rotor, and I can't see issues. Brushes look good. They don't look burnt. Yeah, I'm just going to clean off that rotor. We should be okay there. Okay, we got our brushes back on. Pin is pulled out. Brushes cleaned up the rotor. Just wiped it down with a dry rag. You see, it's not supposed to be completely shiny, the rotor, but it should be a little brownish. All right, let's get the plate back on. Pump hooked up. I'm gonna put the bushing back on here. So this is a breakaway bushing between the pump and the motor shaft. So that may break. That's what you saw when I pulled this out. This is the old one that broke a while back. So if your impeller's not pumping water and you change the impeller, it could be this piece broke on the Kohler right behind this plate. You can get to it without taking the plate off. You could just take the pump off, but either way. Okay, pump is all on. Hose is tightened. Just gotta open up the valve again. Make sure when you're working on that impeller pump that you close your through hole fitting there so you don't have water gushing in the boat. Close that all up. The valve is open. I really don't want to start it, but you check for leaks. All right, just ran it for a few minutes, no leaks, so that's good. Okay, it looks like it's going to start raining again, so I'm going to button this up until we get our part. Hopefully tomorrow we'll change that voltage regulator, hopefully get our generator running again. But I got to put all this together so we don't get everything wet.